The extinct dire wolf is roaming the earth once again. Thanks to a US-based company called Colossal Biosciences. Now, I came across this on the internet and I thought it was very interesting. The first thing that came to my mind was what it says in Matthew 24, where it says, "As in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man." Now, why did this Bible verse come into my spirit? Because there was a lot of crazy things going on in the days of Noah, and there was all kinds of creatures on the earth that we probably have no idea about today. Maybe we've heard about them, maybe some that we've never even thought of before, but there was a lot going on back in Noah's time. Now, I see that this company has brought back the dire wolf. And let me jump right on over here so we can make sure we get all the information correct. Again, if it's your first time watching this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of every video that we put out here at That Supernatural Talk. Like the video, let's push it into the algorithm and share. Because why? Because you care. All right, let's jump right into this. It says that a U.S. company resurrects the extinct dire wolf or some version of it. The reason they say some version of it is because they're having to use gray wolves, which is, I think, 99 point something percent the closest relative to the dire wolf, or the DNA is the closest to the dire wolf. So they use that wolf. So some people are saying it's not really a dire wolf, but we'll see soon enough how close it actually is to the real thing. But anyhow, it says a genetically modified wolf juvenile, one of 3 successfully bred, they were bred by reconstructing a genome from the ancient DNA of fossils from dire wolves that had been extinct over 12,500 years. So close to 13,000 years. By Colossal Biosciences, billed as the world's only de-extinction company, is seen at age 5 months. So this is actually a picture of one of these juvenile wolves. Interesting. Nice looking creature. Don't know how their behavior is going to be. From what I hear, it's pretty wild. Now, I didn't really watch the Game of Thrones, but I hear that these animals got very popular from the Game of Thrones. But like I said, didn't watch it because it doesn't have the nicest stuff in it. But dire wolves went extinct about 13,000 years ago, which is a long time ago. It says the dire wolf was one of the most formidable predators, in the Americas during the last ice age. So right there's a concern, predator. Possessing a body more stout and a skull more robust than those of modern wolves. These species went extinct along with many others as the ice age ended. Roughly 13,000 years later, a U.S. company has taken aim at bringing the dire wolf back from oblivion. Aside from the TV versions of the popular Game of Thrones fantasy series, Dallas-based Colossal Biosciences has announced the birth of 3 genetically engineered wolf pups, all with striking white fur created with the help of ancient DNA obtained from fossilized remains of dire wolves. Now, the names of these are, I believe, let me go down. I know it's down here. It says that dire wolves were as much as 25% bigger than gray wolves, with a slightly wider head and a stronger jaw, the company said. I'm going to jump more into this thing, but I believe the name is Romulus, I believe is one of the dogs' name. I think I passed it. Let me see. Romulus and Remus are the male pups' names. And the female is Khaleesi, in honor of a Game of Thrones character. So Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi. All right, so why am I on the channel talking about this today? Because I think there is a good maybe to this and a bad to this. Here's the good. I believe that we can bring animals back that went extinct because of us, meaning that we had poachers out there, we had all kinds of crazy things going on that just took these animals completely out. Those type of animals, okay, sure, bring them back. But I believe there's some animals that should stay extinct because some of them are very big and we don't know the behavior that can come from these animals. Like the same company wants to bring back the woolly mammoth. Now, I don't know how the woolly mammoth would react. I know that they say they have to use an elephant to bring the woolly mammoth back. Will it truly be a woolly mammoth as in back in the Ice Age? Maybe. I mean, depends on how you look at this genetic engineering stuff. Like some people say the dire wolf is not like really a dire wolf because they're using a gray wolf, so it didn't really come from a true dire wolf. But they're using creatures that have the closest DNA match. So you're going to get a really close resemblance to the animals that once roamed the earth. So if they bring a woolly mammoth back, there's a good possibility it's going to look just like what a woolly mammoth looked like and have all the features of it too. And woolly mammoths were big, like I said before. Now, here's where things get a little scary. If there's no limitation on what they're doing with genetic engineering, next thing you know, we have Jurassic Park. Now, look, movies, back in the day, we're watching them, we're like, oh, they're just movies. But movies come from somebody's mind, okay? Come from somebody's imagination or come from some source. I believe all ideas derive from some source. So when I was seeing Jurassic Park come out, I mean, way back in the 90s up to even now, I'm like, somebody has an idea for something to exist one day like this. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't have a modern day Jurassic Park here in the very near future, where maybe they have an island where they do these experiments on, and they may just be doing these experiments now. I know that they are mixing up genetic things from two different creatures that are not even related, trying to do things. I do know that they're doing that in probably different countries and stuff. Don't know that 100%, but I wouldn't put it past anybody. But I wouldn't doubt that we wouldn't have an island with dinosaurs on it in the future. Call me crazy, say that I'm thinking wild, but we didn't think AI would be what it is today. And we have people like Elon Musk talking about, you know, Terminator type things where AI could take over if it's not controlled. So things are science fiction until they become real. You get it? And I think we're going to have like R2-D2s and C-3POs walking around from Star Wars sooner than later. I think Elon said in 10 years we should have robots all over the place. So there's a lot of things that we used to see in movies that are not just in movies anymore. I mean, we have autonomous cars. Like you can go into California, up in the San Francisco area, they have autonomous cars riding people around right now. So this stuff is not far-fetched anymore. Get ready. There'll probably be Dinosaur Island somewhere in the future. But when you start to take this too far is when you want to bring creatures that are not supposed to be brought back. And this is where man starts playing God. And we get into this days of Noah stuff, you know, the Tower of Babel kind of mindset where we want to become the creator instead of letting creation and the creator have their way, meaning God should be able to have his way and creation should be able to do what it needs to do. But we want to bring things back. I mean, you know about CERN, C-E-R-N. They're trying to open up portals and all this. There's so much going on in the realm of the spirit. That's why y'all need to subscribe to the Supernatural Life YouTube channel where I talk about other things, especially spiritual things. Even though I talk about them here, I talk about them more in depth on that other channel. But there's just so much going on in this world, and this is why we have to have our hearts right with Jesus Christ. While it's exciting to some extent, we should also, you know, be praying and also be watchful, because there is some evil people and atheistic-minded people and people that are in the occult that are doing things with this genetic modification engineering type stuff. So we need to pray, because who knows what they're trying to recreate or trying to bring on this earth. What was that movie? I think it was an island movie where they had half human, half animals. Dr. Moreau or something like that. Moreau, I think that's the name of the movie. Somebody can let me know in the comment section, where they had half animals, half humans. I mean, this stuff could be a real possibility in the future, and things are increasing at a rate like we've never seen before. So I don't know about you. I'm not too keen on the dinosaurs, even though I think it would be cool. The flesh part of me is like, I would love to see a dinosaur. And I believe in my lifetime, I probably will see one if things keep going forward the way they are. I'd like to see a woolly mammoth. I said, I didn't say, but I saw that they said in a matter of not too long, they want a woolly mammoth walking this earth. So this stuff is very interesting, but I think there needs to be a limitation. Because who knows, like I said, what they're going to do with all this gene editing and stuff in the future. So let's just remain prayerful. But supposedly we have dire wolves on the earth again, and they're pretty predatorial creatures and strong and agile and probably the most strongest wolf there is right now. I don't know what these creatures are going to grow to look like and be like. And then they will start multiplying because now you have them, and if they mate these wolves, they're just going to continue to, increase, which they wanted to de-extinct them. Now we put them back in the wild, and who knows what happens. Do they attack humans? Do they attack livestock? Like, we don't think about all this sometimes. Maybe there's a reason stuff goes extinct. Sometimes, yes, I think it could be on us, like the dodo bird. That probably shouldn't be extinct. Maybe a few other animals. But some of these animals just died off in the Ice Age for a reason. It's the way of things. And God had it happen the way he had it happen for a reason. But here comes man wanting to step in the way and do things our way, right? It ain't my way, but you get what I'm saying, human's way. So just thought this was interesting. You can do deeper research on it if you want to, but I just wanted to come on here and say this is pretty wild. And as in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. We're going to see robots, dinosaurs, the dodo bird, mammoths, dire wolves. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting wild. And we just need to remain watchful, remain prayerful, and let's continue to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ no matter what takes place. Again, first time watching, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and share, and go in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. What's your opinion? Do you know something more that maybe I don't know or somebody watching this might not know? I found it to just be very interesting, but I'm interested to hear your comments. So go in that comment section. Let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next video.